We have just finished Clash of the Titans here at the MCW Arena. I'm Sean Hawkins, this is Lord Andy Coyne, and we're just going to tell you a little bit what happened.
We started off with the Inter-Commonwealth Championship on the line with Dowie James doing his first defense in the MCW Arena.
And the belt that Dowie has vowed to make a workhorse championship, none other than Robbie Hart, making his MCW debut going up against your Inter-Commonwealth champion.
This was a match where Dowie James was really tested to the limits. However, Dowie James' tenacity, especially considering he's suffering from a slightly fractured orbital bone at the moment, was able to pull in deep and got the submission victory.
And then we saw the return of an MCW mainstay match here, the Air Force 3 match. TD, JXT, El Chupacabra in a match that flew all around the ring.
And absolutely, I mean, the Air Force 3, I mean, it's exactly what it says on the tin. We take 3 of the best young, high-flying competitors and we put them in the ring together just to see what happens. Now, JXT, the man with the 3 most powerful letters in all of wrestling, was victorious, but it was what happened after the match that's really worth talking about.
Yeah, after the match, El Chupacabra, who we've seen around in MCW for a few months, unmasked to reveal himself as Sid Parker, who said that things were going to get weird and violent around here at MCW.
Yeah, and it certainly did get weird because as I went back into the ring, he decided to hand me the microphone before licking my arm.
So after the unfortunate incident with Andy's lovely suit jacket there, we had a match for the #1 contendership for the MCW Inter-Commonwealth Championship. Damian Slater versus Sebastian Walker's Diamond, Emmanuel.
Emmanuel, a man who did the unthinkable and finally broke Carlo Cash Money Cannon, and as a result, it was undeniable he deserved a shot at the Inter-Commonwealth Championship. But first, he'd have to get through Damian Slater, and get through him he did.
Yeah, Emmanuel. Look at the names that Emmanuel has beaten. Carlo Cash Money Cannon, Damian Slater. Is Dowie James next on Emmanuel's list?
After that, we saw a match that frankly was a disgrace to all of Australian wrestling. James Shaw from Auckland, New Zealand, flying over to fight Mr. Juicy. How do I describe this? It was the match of arses. Essentially, both men were sort of toying around with one another, and ultimately only one man was going to out-ass the other, and that man was Mr. Juicy.
The South Australian serial killers decided to issue an open challenge, and that challenge was answered by, well, I'll let Andy describe it because he'll be able to put so much passion into it.
Dowie James, the Dow Dog, was going for double gold tonight, and who did he bring back with him? Adam Brooks. The MCW Arena was unglued as the former champions, the Loose and the Reckless, are once again here in Melbourne City Wrestling.
You say former champions, but they shocked the MCW faithful by winning the MCW Tag Team Championship, putting away Jag Hartley Jackson and Jonah Rock. And then we had the decider, the match that was going to determine who was the better competitor. New Zealand's Evie, Australia's Kelly Skater. Falls count anywhere. They used the entire arena.
In fact, they fought in the ring, they fought around the ring, they fought in the crowd, they then fought outside the building itself. But when it was all said and done, courtesy of a big, mean, nasty, ugly powerbomb through a table, Kelly Skater finally settled the score and got the victory that she so wanted.
But unfortunately, Kelly Skater was unable to enjoy that victory because Kellyanne, a woman possessed, put the boots to both Evie and Kelly Skater. Not much is known about Kellyanne. She hasn't been seen in MCW before, but all we know is that she is a fierce competitor and looking to take the entire MCW women's division down. And then it was time for your main event of the evening. After months of mind games with Elliot Sexton, Tommy Hellfire finally was in the ring with your MCW champion.
Absolutely, a match that was months in the making. He brought a good game. He truly understood what made the champion tick. But ultimately, Elliot Sexton continues his dominance and was victorious, hitting the jackhammer for the 1-2-3 despite the interference of Siren Monroe, and despite Siren Monroe trying to do a little bit of a switcheroo with the referees. However, after the match, we saw a brutal assault at the hands of Tommy Hellfire, and after handcuffing our champion and nearly committing a murder in the middle of the ring courtesy of a steel chair, he then grabbed the championship belt and walked on out of it. So yes, Elliot Sexton won, but it's Tommy Hellfire who got the last laugh. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here for the Clash of the Titans post-show. My name is Lord Andy Coyne, and
Get off. My name is Kellyanne, and I am here to make an impact.
Jesus, guys.
Get off, Kelly. You gotta get off. You okay?